I, for one, kind of enjoy getting older. I kind of enjoy aging. I don't like love all of the physical signs of aging, but the emotional, the mental, like that part of getting older, I enjoy. Also, the like not giving a you know what, really, anymore. That's a freedom that I am basking in. Now, when it comes to like the physical signs of aging, truth is that we often wait until we are showing lots of signs of aging before we start doing anything to combat that. And it's harder to combat once you're already in it. So now I'm much more pinpoint about what I use. I don't want a bunch of stuff. I just want the right things. What I want to share with you today are some of my favorite anti-aging products that can help you age backwards. And I really mean that in the sense that my skin is better than it's ever been in my 30s and even in my 20s. By using some of these products, I kind of wish I would have started using them earlier because I think it just would have helped like slow aging in general. I'm using them now. I notice a difference, a fairly significant difference. And so I want to share with you today what some of those products are. Y'all tell me in the comments down below what you use, what you love, what's like a must-have in your skincare routine. I always love learning from other people what works for them and what they use. Am I a dermatologist? No. I can only tell you from my own experience, and that's what I'm going to share with you. The first things first, which I actually think that almost any dermatologist or, skincare expert probably agree with me, it's sunscreen, okay? We've all lathered ourselves up with baby oil and taken like some tin foil and burned our skin to smithereens at some point. The sun is what is going to age your skin faster basically than anything else. So using a good sunscreen is very, very important. I wear a hat for almost all outdoor activities. I'm not a delicate flower, by the way. I just want to be very clear here because I feel like sometimes when people see these kinds of videos, they assume that like, oh, you're just this like couch bunny or something. I live on a hobby farm. I drive a tractor. I garden, drag the arena with the ATV, mow the lawn with my big zero-turn mower. I am out and about in the sun doing things, working hard, but that doesn't mean that you can't also take care of your skin. I just always feel like I want to give that caveat because people can get really touchy about these kinds of topics, but the truth is that we all would like to feel like ourselves and age well. Extremes and degrees of which you're willing to do things to achieve that is up to you. I'm just sharing with you some freaking sunscreen, okay? So nobody lose their minds. This is just my favorite standard. Put this on every single day. It's by SkinCeuticals. It's a 50 SPF broad spectrum, weightless finish, very like thin, easy to apply. If you're not somebody who wears a lot of makeup, or if you just want to have like a little bit of glow with your sunscreen, the Supergoop, I believe it's called Glow Screen, and the Tula Skincare Probiotics and Superfoods Protect and Glow Sunscreen these are like three of my favorites, okay? So sunscreen is a must, ladies. Sunscreen is a must. Now, you might be saying, Angie, but if I don't get some sun, I look like I just crawled off the Mayflower. I've got cholera and I'm not going to live through the next fortnight. I know the feeling. Hello, I'm a pale sister too. In the summertime and all of that, I do like to have a healthy glow. Spray tan is my direction for that. You can go in and get a spray tan, but I am rather lazy about it. I'd rather just do it at home. Two of my favorite products for that at home are this Coco and Eve Sunny Honey. This is a facial tanning mist. I use this stuff all the time just to give myself a light glow. You just spritz it on your face when your face is clean and dry. When you wake up in the morning, you'll have just nice glow. It's not a mask or anything crazy. It's just a nice glow. And then the corresponding Coco and Eve Sunny Honey Bali Bronzing Foam. Boy, the names of these things, they're real tongue twisters. I have the dark shade in it. There's medium dark and ultra dark. I have the dark shade. I'll put this on my legs. I give myself a farmer's tan when I do self-tanner because I'm lazy. So I tan the parts that can be seen. The rest, most of the time, does not get a tan, unfortunately for my husband. These are my favorite if you feel like, okay, I'll stay out of the direct sun, I'll wear my sunscreen, but I still want some healthy glow. These are my favorites for getting that like sun-kissed healthy glow. Let's talk a little bit about some tools. I think people get very hung up in all of the tools and like products that are out there that you can use at home. I have a gaggle of them and I've tried a lot of them. One of the things that I think makes the biggest difference when you're actually like looking in the mirror, something you can really really see very quickly is using microcurrent. The Blumine Face Pro, I've shared that with you a few times before. They are sponsoring today's video. I've shared them with you guys for a few months now. I really love this tool. You want to talk about something that you can use and see almost immediate results. You use this thing like 3 times a week. Even if you just did one side of your face to be able to see the difference, you will see a difference around your jawline, around your cheekbone, just the kind of lifting of your face. I mean, that's the thing, as we age, everything just starts to fall. Our face falls, our butt falls down the back of our thighs, everything just starts to fall. This is really going to help give you that like toning and lift in your skin. It also helps your skincare products to sink into your skin better, to be more effective. There's also different colored lights that you can use, different LED, LEV lights. They have different purposes. I love this tool. Listen. You touch it and you hear that like, oh, it's starting, which I also love that it's not just running, that it's once you touch it to your skin that it starts running. You will notice tighter skin by using this tool for just 3 minutes, 3 times a week. But if you've got like an event or something like that coming up, pictures or something that you really want to look your best for, you know, busting this out and making sure that you're using it for just that 3 minutes, 3 times a week, you will see a difference. Normally this tool costs $150, but I do have a link for you down below in the description box where you can get $70 off. Plus they will send you a free ebook. The deal is only for the first 100 people though. It has sold out multiple times before. They will restock, but the best thing about this is that if you don't see results, then you don't pay. You can get your money back. If you don't love it, if you don't see the results that you want, you can get your money back. So I would definitely recommend checking out the Blumine Face Pro. If you want a tool that you can really see a difference with from the very beginning, I would definitely check this out. The other thing is that as you are aging and your skin is getting drier and duller, you know, sometimes it's hard to identify on yourself what the problem is. Like sometimes you just look in the mirror and you're like, I don't know, I just look tired and old. I don't know, what is it, right? And what I've discovered is that is often an issue of like skin tone, texture, as well as dryness, hydration, and like evenness of the skin tone. When tackling that, the first thing that I would encourage you to do is to get rid of any like physical exfoliants. We want to slough off the dead layers of skin. We want to get rid of the dead skin that's on our face. However, those physical exfoliants that have like the little scrubby beads and stuff, they can do damage to your skin. Years ago, one of my friends who's an esthetician told me to stop using those, and she told me to start using like chemical exfoliants or things that do this very gently without that like physical scrub factor. So one of the most popular ones that is relatively affordable is the Paula's Choice Exfoliate. It's the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant with salicylic acid. So this unclogs pores and shrinks them, smooths and evens your skin tone. It's a lightweight liquid that absorbs easily. This is basically going to help do all of those things that I just mentioned. Now, the other product that here where I live, I see an esthetician and she's amazing. If you're in my area, I will link to their website down below. She got me onto this product, which is not the cheapest product ever, but it lasts forever and you only need a tiny little bit of it. So over time, it breaks down to not be as expensive as you think, but it's called Lotion P50. This is great. And you just put it on a cotton round and just pat it in to your skin all around like your nose and mouth area. And this will really help to like shrink pores, exfoliate. It's called a lotion exfoliant. And you can use it like neck all the way up your face. The other way that you can do this is through dermaplaning, which is just a fancy way of saying shaving your face. It's something that I absolutely swear by. I just get the little Kitsch razors from Facial Razors. Where are they? I just get a pack of these facial razors from Amazon. I will link all of this down below in the description box for you so you can find things, but I use these and then I actually use this, like it's called like hot shave cream or something. I just like to be very careful with this. You do have to do this very, very carefully, but it takes that peach fuzz off of your face, which is neither here nor there. I don't really care about that. What it does is it removes like the layers of dead skin, especially if you've come back from like vacation, you've worn a bunch of sunscreen, you've just put on a lot of stuff that's like clogging up your pores a little bit and stuff. I just really love to get that like layer of skin off so that I can get in, like my skincare products can like get in there and do their job. You know, if you kind of have this barrier of like dead skin and stuff that's laying between the product products and your like skin layers, it just makes it harder for the products to do their job. It'll take longer for you to see results. I highly recommend shaving your face or dermaplaning. You can go somewhere and have this done. If you're afraid to do it, you can go somewhere and have it done where you can guarantee that you won't cut yourself or shave off an eyebrow. To me, it's something I can easily do at home, so I don't bother paying somebody else to do it, but you can do that if you want to as well. We've exfoliated, we have toned and tightened. The other thing that I have seen a big difference in my skin when I use is I started using this Obagi Medical Retivance Skin Rejuvenating Complex. It is a retinol cream, basically. It has like a silicone type feel. This is one of the things that made me believe that skincare really does make a difference, because my skin became like more even. My pores got a lot smaller, almost completely gone on my cheeks and that area. Like I said, it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but you just need a dime size amount of it. If you're a first time user of a product like this, you want to ease into it and use it like maybe once every 2 or 3 days, a couple times a week, until you see how your skin responds to it. Also, this is why it's key that you have a good sunscreen, because you don't want to get out in the sun if you're using a retinol or some kind of product like that. So you want to make sure you're using your sunscreen too. And I put this on at night and let it do its work overnight. The other product that I have recently started using, because I wanted to test it out, Korean skincare is very popular for good reason. They are really on the cutting edge of a lot of things when it comes to like skincare stuff. You can also find affordable beauty products that are, from these Korean skincare brands. So I've been testing some different things out. And one of the things that I read a lot about was this RETINOL shot. So there's different levels of it. I kind of got the mid. It's called the RETINOL shot 300. And let me tell you, I wasn't entirely prepared or expecting that I think I know why they call it a RETINOL shot, like a retinol needle, like kind of a thing, right? But when you put it on, you do get this like almost like tiny poking effect, like this little teeny bit of a sting, which is kind of, you're like, okay, maybe you're doing something. Now they'll tell you, depending on the level you get, how often to use it. I've definitely noticed a more even skin tone, even more like of an oomph to my skin. This one is more affordable than this one. This one is a tried and true for me. The Obagi Medical, I've used it for a couple of years now. This one is a little bit newer. If you've never used any products like this, I would definitely like maybe step down to the 100 level, I think. So there's 100, 300, 700, and 900. I cannot imagine what the 900 feels like or what it does, but holy cannolis. So I'm very impressed with that. We talk about like evening our skin tone and making overall our skin look more youthful is getting rid of dark spots. We can be in a middle ground. I feel like that's where I was, where I couldn't really tell why my skin just looked kind of like dull and it's from the like tiny dark spots that are hard to like pinpoint, but overall they just make my skin tone not look very even or smooth. The other thing I want to mention here is that for me, the goal of doing a lot of this skincare stuff and using these different products, don't get me wrong, I enjoy makeup. I enjoy wearing makeup. I will never pretend not to. But I also really enjoy not wearing makeup. And the majority of the time I wear no makeup at all. And I just want my skin to look better without makeup on. People will think I'm sick or ill and like, oh, you don't feel good if I don't wear makeup. It's annoying. I'm not somebody who's like, oh, I'm not confident enough to not wear makeup. That's not true at all. I just get tired of answering the questions about whether or not I'm sick or not feeling well because I just look kind of, I guess, green around the gills when I don't wear makeup. So for me, getting my skin tone more even, brighter, healthier looking is also about being able to just not wear makeup without people asking me if I'm ill. That's part of it for me too. And part of that is correcting some of those dark spots. So this is by Kiehl's. This is the Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution. I did some research and this had a lot of really good reviews. So this is what I have been using. There's a lot of crossover between what some of these products do, but I did want to mention this, that dark spot correction is like kind of key to aging backwards, to looking more youthful and younger, is correcting and reversing some of those dark spots, which you can absolutely do. It can be done. And with that, I also want to mention a really good vitamin C. So this is what I always tell my girlfriends when they ask me about like, what are you using? And if maybe they don't know anything at all about skincare or don't know much about skincare stuff and they're asking me, I always tell people this is like my preference because it's what I've noticed. My priorities as far as like what I'm willing to spend a little bit of money on is, like I said, is a good exfoliator, a product like that, a really good vitamin C, and then a retinol or something of the like, and a sunscreen. That's it. So you're seeing me talk about a lot of products and a lot of different things, but if I have to pinpoint like what the 4 steps that I feel are the most important, it's those. So when it comes to vitamin C, I'm here to tell you, ladies, if you don't already know this, which you probably do, is that if your vitamin C doesn't smell like hot dog water, it ain't doing the thing, okay? I don't know why. You know, when you boil hot dogs and you take them out and then you just have the water sitting there, hot dog water. That's what your face will smell like after you apply this stuff. Why? I have no idea. Why they can't make it not smell like that, I don't know. But you want a good high percentage vitamin C. SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic is the one that I'm kind of a creature of habit with certain things. Like vitamin C, I've tried some different ones, but as far as like good, really good quality SkinCeuticals, Obagi Medical, those are ones I know that I can trust that the product is really good. So this is one of my favorites, though I will link you to a couple others that are a little less expensive, but also have really good benefits. And the reviews and stuff seem to be very positive that they do what they say they will do. So when I'm out of this, I'll start trying some other less expensive vitamin C's and see what I think, but I've still got a little bit left and I definitely don't want to waste it. As we age, like I said, our skin starts to look drier, duller. And so one of the things that, as somebody who just like kind of chronically has dry skin, I've always loved a cleanser that doesn't dry out my face. So I've used many over the years, but I love something that is like a cleansing oil. This is from the skincare place that I go to. They sell this. It's called Dolce Dew. It's the antioxidant cleansing oil. I don't know. I'll see if I can find this online, but I love a good cleansing oil or cleansing balm. The other one that I have raved about for years is the Colleen Rothschild. Her cleansing balm, you can get like a giant pot of it. I've gone through so many of those. You just grab a little bit out and rub it between your fingers, put it on your face, add a touch of water to help it like emulsify. And you take like when you wipe it off, your skin doesn't feel like a desert and like it feels really hydrated and really good. A lot of people do a double cleanse, so they'll cleanse with a cleansing oil and then after they'll use a regular cleanser like this. I find that I can get all of my makeup off with the cleansing oil and it doesn't clog my pores or make a problem for me to just stop there. For a lot of people it does. So I also have this Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. This is great, very affordable if you just want a very basic gentle skin cleanser. What you haven't heard me talk about yet is any kind of an eye cream. I've tried many over the years because under my eyes is my like biggest problem area. My under eyes are dark, get like dark circles under there. Sometimes the skin can get really crepey. But what I've found is that, first of all, most skincare products will tell you like don't use it around your eyes. That's because people are dodo birds and they don't want you to get it into your eye. So they just tell you to avoid your eye area completely. I think that's why a lot of people feel like there's a gap. Like, oh, I need to do something else. I need specialty products for my eyes. When most of the time, if you're just like careful and you use your products carefully and just don't get them like in your eyes, you can use them around this area of your face. And I found by not going crazy on eye products, my under eyes have gotten better. I think sometimes the under eye products can tend to be a bit much. Now, with that said, there is one that I swear by and absolutely love ever since it was released. This is from Colleen Rothschild, and it's the Illuminating Tinted Eye Cream. It is like a pink tinted under eye cream. This has saved me when I don't want to wear makeup. Just put this under eye cream on, and it really helps with the dark circles under my eyes and making me not look so sick and tired when I'm not wearing makeup. So I absolutely love this product, and I love the illuminating, the pink tint. It really helps if you're not one of those women who was blessed with the very like bright under eye area. When I see women like that who wear no makeup and they have like that bright under eye area, I'm like so jealous. I'm so jealous. We're talking about our skin on our face, but we cannot neglect the skin on our body because it ages too. In trying to kind of reverse some of those signs, what I have found is when we're younger, we get really sucked into like all of the like Bath and Body Works and Plumeria and Moonlight Path and all of these like excessively scented lotions and body creams. We all smell like a vanilla bean all the time, that kind of thing. As I am aging, I am paying more attention to not the scent of the product, but what I want is skincare products that actually do something, not just a moisturizer with some perfume in it kind of a thing. This is Medix 5.5. This is the retinol and ferulic acid age rewind body treatment cream. This is relatively affordable on Amazon for this big bottle. Again, having kind of the same effects, evenness of skin tone, tightening, getting rid of crepiness on our arms and legs. I bought this because I've been using this for a very long time. This is the Replenix Anti-Aging Retinol Smooth and Tighten Body Lotion, medical grade ingredients, and the price reflects that. So I really like this, but it's very expensive, especially for the size you get. And, you know, it's your body. You have to put this on. So you use a fair amount of it. I just was like, that's not totally sustainable for me to want to buy this and spend that much money constantly. So I wanted to find something that was also a retinol product that was more affordable. And that's where this beauty comes in. But if you've got money burning a hole in your pocket that you want to spend, then I would definitely recommend this one. I really like it. It's age-defying body lotion. Visibly lifts and tightens skin while helping to improve the skin's texture and tone. It's almost completely empty. Okay, so let's talk about some other things that are not necessarily skincare related things, but we'll jump to hair really fast because I just have two things to show you when it comes to anti-aging and hair. Is that, listen, if you are at the point where you're ready to like embrace the gray hair and run with it, go on with your bad self. I am always waffling on that, but I'm not quite there yet. But I have a ton of gray hair, a ton of gray hair. Ever since I gave birth to my twins, like from then on, my hair just went gray almost overnight, it seems. It's kind of wild. I have a lot of gray hair and it loves to pop out. I have like a Cruella de Vil stripe of gray hair. One of the things that I love is in between doing my hair, I use this Wow powder that allows you to kind of cover up, touch up the gray spots. I probably should have used it today because I am long overdue for a hair coloring, but you can just use it on the front part, you know, the part of your hair or the front area, wherever the gray is showing. If you're putting your hair in a ponytail, you can also use it to like fill in if you've got like a little bit of baldness or hair loss in certain areas. You can use this to fill in. It comes in a bunch of different colors. The shade that I have is dark blonde, but it's really great for covering grays. And then the other product, I've tried a million different root touch-up products, but when you dye your hair or whatever a little lighter, it's very hard to find ones that actually work, that like cover the gray and sort of lighten your hair at the root versus like depositing darker color. So if you have like brown or black hair, it's probably easier for you to find root cover-ups that actually work. But when you're dyeing your hair or your hair is naturally lighter, it can be harder. And then I found this product, the Magic Root Rescue from L'Oreal Paris. This is the 9, matches light blonde shades, comes with this like bristly brush that you use to apply it, and it actually works. I really like this stuff, especially for helping stretch between hair appointments. Most of the time, if you're trying to cover gray, you really have to go into the salon like every 5 to 6 weeks to get your hair done. It costs you a lot of time and a lot of money. So using a product like this allows me to stretch out hair appointments, make that gap a lot bigger for times before I go into the salon. So I really, really love this, and it actually works if you have lighter hair. Another thing that ages us very quickly as women, not only just our hands, but our nails. If you have like a lot of ridges, and I found as I age, my nails just don't look quite as healthy as they once did. Getting like a smooth nail look, even if you don't wear a lot of nail polish or hardly any. This is by Nail Tech. It's called a ridge filler. I love this before I put on any kind of a nail polish. It's just a very thin layer of this. It helps to fill in those little ridges you have in your nails so that when you then apply a nail polish, it looks better. I've talked about these, I mean, probably 100 times at this point, but I just can't stop talking about them because I love them, especially if you don't get your nails done, you don't want to, you don't really want to wear a bunch of nail polish. I love these. I do a thin layer of that ridge filler, and then I just pick one of these KUR Illuminating Nail Concealers. I have 3 shades. I thought I had 4, but I maybe one of my teenagers stole the other one. You can buy them based on like your skin tone. You can look at the models and see. I like them all. And there's very subtle differences between each of them, but you just do one very thin layer on your nails and it just gives your nails kind of a natural, like a very natural look. That's what I like when it comes to nails. We still have a few things to talk about that are not at all related to skincare and stuff, but they are things that affect our aging and how, like, the process of aging. Okay, so one of those is hydration. I know that we know this, but as somebody who is like chronically dehydrated, I can tell you that it's one of the fastest ways to like look older, more tired, whatever, is to get dehydrated. If you struggle, I have been drinking liquid IV for a long time, but I started backing off of it because I didn't want the sugar from it. Well, I recently found, and maybe they've had it for a while, I don't know, but it's called like white peach. It's a sugar-free and there's no like fake sugar in it. It's just void of sugar, white peach flavored liquid IV, and I love it. I love it so much. And now I can really bulk back up my water drinking. I don't have a problem in the spring and summer, like when it starts to warm up, but in the winter, I'm just terrible at drinking water. I do drink a lot of plain water without anything in it, but putting something in it, especially in the fall and winter, really helps me to drink more of it. But I also don't want a ton of sugar. So that's where the sugar-free stuff comes in. Now, I'm going to tell you the thing that nobody likes to be told, but it's that sleep makes a huge difference. Hopefully, if we're talking about anti-aging and things, I don't know where you are in your life and children, but if you've got little ones, sleep is often can be a little harder to come by. But once you have enough of a routine, then we have to like be diligent about getting to sleep at a reasonable time and getting enough sleep. However you put that, you know, if you stay up late, but you get up later, that's fine. It's just, you know, the quantity of sleep we have to get, especially as women need more sleep than men do. So we need to get sleep. All of the like cell turnover and recovery and all the things that happen when we're sleeping are vital. So we need to let those things happen. So sleep is important. The other thing, my friend who owns her own practice and does injections and procedures and all that kind of stuff, like facial stuff, she could tell which side I sleep on because of how different my face is from one side to the other. Is sleeping on our backs and not pressing our face into a pillow is very recommended. It's hard to do if you are not a back sleeper. It's very hard to do, but burying our face into a pillow and putting like smashing our face, it's not great. It's not helping the situation any, but I also recommend using a silk pillowcase or a satin pillowcase. Something like that will help. But the other thing that I got a little while ago that has really helped me in more ways than one are these wedge pillows. I got a wedge for my back, you know, so I can sit up and be a little more elevated. I also got one for my legs and feet so that it's really helped with my like lower back pain, because trying to lay completely flat it hurts my back, and I end up like sleeping in weird positions, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh gosh, I feel like 100 years old. So sleeping with my feet a little bit elevated has helped, and having the wedge at the top to keep me, I can sleep on my back if I'm like sitting up a little bit. So not sitting up, but you know, propped like your head and stuff up, elevated a little bit, not completely flat. So I love these wedge pillows. They've been amazing for helping with that. But when we like smash our face into a pillow and just wake up with like sleep lines and stuff, it's not great. Sometimes it can't be helped, you know, if you're a stomach sleeper or whatever, it can't be helped. But if it can, those are my recommendations. And don't forget to check out the Blumine Face Pro and use the link down below in the description box to get $70 off. And don't forget to put on your sunscreen, drink your water. We'll do our best to not age like milk.